So it was on 31st of May 2024 that 70mm A510 was introduced into the market, and 70mm has been unstoppable from there. The kind of popularity and the kind of fan favorite dashcam the A510 became, it has remained a true legend in its price segment. So I've been testing out the A510 from all this while, and it's been more than a year now since this came out, and this has been one of the most reliable and probably a very value for money investment for those who are looking for their first dash cam. Starting off with the fact that you get this camera in a both front only variant and a dual channel variant, wherein the front only comes at about 9,999 and the dual channel variant comes at a price of about 13,999. That's 4,000 extra for the rear camera. But what set the A510 apart from every other dash cam in the industry in that particular point of time was that this was the only camera which gave you a star-2 sensor under the 15,000, or should I say under the 14,000 price segment. And not only that, it also gave you a near 4K resolution, that's 1944p, shooting in a 4:3 aspect ratio. So it was quite understandable that this dashcam became an instant hit among those who were looking to get their first dashcam. And of course, as said previously, A510 and the 70mm has been unstoppable since its release. So all this while, for a time of more than 1 year, I have been noticing certain things, certain key aspects about this camera which really worked in its favor. Starting off, the price point. Everybody wants a dashcam within the 10 to 15,000 segment, wants a dual channel setup, wants a star-2 sensor, wants a mini display, and basically A510 answered all those queries. The second good thing about this camera was its super compact size. I mean, they continued, or should I say just grabbed the design from its previous model, the A500, and just put in a new sensor with a new processor and converted it into the A510. So the super small compact size of this dashcam is also one of its selling point because it's easy to conceal and it doesn't obstruct your windshield view. The best thing about the camera which actually made people look towards it was the star-2 IMX675 sensor, providing you a near 4K resolution, that's 3K 1944p resolution, and the video quality was actually very nice. Although the sharpness levels I might say were a tad bit higher, but still the overall quality was quite good. And since you had a star-2 sensor inside it, nighttime number plate readability under 15,000 became a very approachable aspect, and this is where the dashcam really clicked. I mean, I made plenty of videos on the A510 when the camera was initially launched, and those videos kind of set in motion a wave of A510 sales, which probably many of you were like watching those videos and understanding how important A510 was and how important star-2 sensor was in terms of getting number plate readability. I mean, if some of you haven't still seen my video comparing the A510 along with another trendsetter from 70mm, the 70mm A810, this comparison video also became so popular, and like most of you were able to decide if you want to go with the A510 or should you invest a bit more and go with the A810 offering you a 4K resolution. Now both cameras are really good. I must say I have tried them out personally, and both cameras, front cameras especially, are like top notch and pretty much flawless. The same can't be said about the rear cameras. I mean, both in the A510 and the A810, there has been some level of cost cutting and there has been some level of compromise in terms of the video quality. Not the best possible sensor and the image quality you can say from the rear camera. And initially I think the A810 had a rear camera quality which many of you may not have appreciated, but 70mm kind of brought up some updates and tried to improve the quality of the rear camera in the A810 as well. That being said, the front camera quality was like pretty good, and considering the price of both of these cameras, they turned out to be really well. So even now after 1 year, if you're someone who has like a budget of about 13 to 14,000 rupees, wants a dual channel setup, wants a star-2 sensor, wants a GPS in the camera, wants a compact size, and wants the reliability of the 70mm brand. Now 70mm does have an authorized service center located in Pune via Next Digitron. So Next Digitron is the authorized sales and service partner for 70mm. You kind of have a whole package right here, and you can definitely consider the A510 within that price range. Now of course, after this camera came out, many other competing brands did bring up other cameras, star-2 backed cameras within that price range, But I can surely say that A510 has kind of found its place and kind of has its own definite fan base, which probably no other camera can shake off from it. So the A510 is still a very good choice in 2025 considering the kind of value it offers and the kind of video quality it offers. And basically, why would you need a dash cam? You would need a dash cam to have a proper video evidence. The best clarity in the video gives you the best possible evidence. Having a star vista sensor gives you a good number plate readability during night time. Getting GPS, getting a screen makes things so much easier and offers a lot of cool and convenient features. So go ahead, grab the A510 right now if you have that kind of a budget. I mean, I wouldn't recommend going with the front only variant because who knows what might happen from the rear. It's always good to have a rear camera, so I would definitely recommend going with the dual channel setup. But if you do feel you need a bit more punchy resolution, a bit more quality in the video, you can go with the A810 as well, the elder brother of the A510 I can say. And this camera too is kind of one of the best cameras within that price range and is still continuing to be one of the best selling cameras from 70mm, mainly because of its price point and the quality it offers. So both 70mm A510 and the 70mm A810. So if you're someone who still hasn't checked out the comparison video which I made for these two cameras, just click on the description. You'll find the link to that video there. Both of these cameras are kind of very finest products made from 70mm, and I would definitely recommend these. Now probably one more concern which everybody was kind of asking me about was the battery present in these two cameras. Now I have clarified this aspect in one of my previous videos, but let me just put it out here again. This is not a major concern. Having a battery inside the dashcam or having a supercapacitor makes a difference in theory, but in practical terms, in real life usage scenarios, there is not a major concern. There is no major issue reported anywhere from someone who has a battery based dashcam or who is using a A510 or a A810. So don't worry too much about the battery being present inside this dashcams. It's not a major concern. Clear your mind, go ahead, grab the A510 or the A810. The purchase links are given right down below. See you in the next one.